Welcome again to the Underground Man Cave. I call Dennis's Psychedelic LPs, and now we're ready for W. But before we begin, as always, a couple corrections. Tricycle, we're from Canada, not California. A reader corrected me. And it does say right here, Canada. Try reading it sometime. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So thank you so much for that, Troika Psych. Another reference, and I can't stop talking about the Velvet Underground. Maybe I should just do a video on them. Uh, where they got their name from? I've been doing that with a few bands. Velvet Underground name came from a book from 1963 entitled The Velvet Underground by Michael Lee, which was a kind of a documentary about alternative sexual deviant sexual practices. That they're not really deviant now, but anyway, they were different, and that's the Velvet Underground for sure. Okay, now some of you may be wondering, why have we got Deborah Harry here? Well, we do have Deborah Harry here in one of the recordings we're going to talk about here. One of her first recording she was in. So we invited her today here. Okay, we talked about Troika. Oh, I got to mention this. Phil Lesh died yesterday. R.I.P. to one of the great Grateful Dead members, Phil Lesh, 84 years old. Okay, I'm going to start off here with a band from the Seattle area, the Wailers. And this is not psych necessarily. Uh, it's got some good stuff on here. Bad Trip, 2.5 minutes. Sit in my room. It's kind of, this is 1966. So again, it's kind of pre-psych anyway. But they're following them. The Wailers. This is a psychedelic album. Walk Through the People. I'm sorry, they were from Tacoma, not Seattle. So, but Tacoma and Seattle are very close together. Um, Tacoma, 68, their last LP, Pop Psychedelia. The Wailers, Walk Through the People. The cover kind of reminds me of the Seeds, Web of Sound. The Wailers, they were in the Northwest Sound. A lot of great groups there, like the Sonics and the Wailers. And these guys played their own unique flavor of kind of West Coast rock. And but on this one, it's very good. We start off with "Walk Through the People," which is a short freak out. It's only 52 seconds, and then we get right into "Busy Man." "Busy Man" is a punky. And with nice guitar on it. 4 stars I give it. Then the next song is called Thinking. Thinking Out Loud. These are just like 3 minutes each, but it's also very psyche. Then suddenly, trippy, light stuff. We like the light stuff. So it starts off light and trippy on Suddenly, and then it just freaks out. Wild guitar. Ooh, good combo there, guys. Thanks. Next, we have Early, which is great country rock, 4 stars, not psych though. And then finally, we have Just Friends. Not finally, Just Friends is on the second song on side 2, and that's weird, psyche, jazzy rock. It's it's got a lot of fast song changes between rock and jazz and so forth. A lot of weird stuff going on there. Give it 3.5 stars. Then we got Smokestack Lightning. Who hasn't done that? 6-minute version. It's okay, I say. There's some rave up there, a little Yardbirds attitude to it. And then we got I Can't Tell, which is trippy psych pop. It cranks a bit, 3 stars. And finally, we end up with the Walk Through the People, the title song of the album, which is great psych. It's got kind of a country flavor to it, and it's got acid lead guitar. So the Wailers, they had a number of albums, including this one. But the earlier albums were not psych, of course. They were kind of beat, kind of garagey, that Pacific Northwest hard rock from the early 60s. And only on this album did they reach out into psychedelia. But for the psych collectors, this is a nice choice little cut here. Nice, worth checking out. Next we have, this is another one of those makeout albums, Peter Walker, Rainy Day Raga. And on this one, it's all instrumental. And it's from 1969. Peter was from Woodstock, New York. And it's got some flute, and it's got bass guitar added. It's mostly acoustic with Indian motifs. So it's that kind of acoustic jamming guitar with Indian flavor to it, and it was popular. Is this psychedelic? You might say it's psychedelic related. It was very popular at the time. Rainy Day Raga, Peter Walker. Now, Peter Walker reminds me of another individual, which I didn't talk about under S, but I'll mention him briefly because he was very popular in the 60s, and that's John Fahey. And John Fahey, it's all acoustic guitar. There's no psychedelia on here, but it's just so evocative, so beautiful. This was the gang I hung out with in college. This was one of their favorite albums. I had to get it. It's not psych, but it's psych related. Fahey is very mystical, like Peter Walker. Very folk. It's folk more than anything. But this next band is not folk. Woohoo! It's the West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band. Ooh, man. Great cover on this one. Now, all their albums are a little uneven, but they're all good. They're from Los Angeles. This is their first album. It's actually their second album. They have a very rare local label thing from '66. I've never even seen it for sale. But this is the one you're going to be able to find. It's called Part 1. It's got some good stuff on here. Of course, you got amazing site cover on here. Some people might say this is their best. I'd say it's certainly their most psychedelic. Shifting Sands is the key cut on this one. It's a 3-star psych. Good stuff on here. There are covers on here, unfortunately. There are, out of all the tracks on this album, they said there's 7 covers here. We got Help I'm a Rock, which is a cover of a Mother's song, and they don't do that great a job on it. It's kind of like freak out, like, what are they doing? Help I'm a Rock? Um, Pretty good stuff overall, though. Will You Walk With Me? Great psych. A West Coast. Great fuzz guitar. Transparent Day. A little uneven. Not every cut on here is great, but with a cover like that, and knowing that it's psychedelia, and there's some good stuff on here, not essential, but some people would say so. You know, you might as well get all 3 of their albums if you can. I'm missing one of them. I'm missing Volume 2. I wish I had it. Good psych. Definitely worth having. Here's their third album, A Child's Garden of Good and Evil. I'm missing number 2, but I've heard it's excellent. Psych. Volume 2. This is from '68, and this one has sitar on it and very thoughtful lyrics. There's some spoken parts here. It's about ecology. It's a mixture of psych and pop. Now, some people can these guys because there is some rumors of child molestation stuff going on here. Some of the songs have questionable lyrics. This one's terribly water damaged, I'm sorry to say. I just remember this is great West Coast psych. There's some good stuff on here. Some of the lyrics are a little creepy, but definitely worth having. All the West Coast pop art experimental bands are worth having. This next band has been touted as psych, but it's not. I'll just mention them briefly. It's White Summer. They're from Kalamazoo, 1976. It is kind of psyche. The thing about this is a rock album, and it's very grungy, and it's got a '60s feel to it, definitely. But it's not psych. There's no way you could call this psych. It's very rare. Okay, this next band, not known for doing psych, They had some psych songs here and there. I think this is the Who, the most psychedelic they have. Magic Bus. Magic Bus is kind of a cute poppy psych song, but you couldn't really describe this stuff as psych. I don't think it's R&B. Okay, now we got one kind of weird, kind of different. 1970, Akron, Ohio. We got Wild Butter. Who doesn't want some wild butter? This is melodic psych pop. There's some covers on here. There's some folk rock. One of the best songs on here is called "Come Fly with Me." 3-star, nice jamming and melodic. But there's other good stuff on here. One of the songs is called "Terribly Blind." Terribly Blind. I give it 5-star. Hard psych. Good guitar. Then we got from one who sang the song. 3-star, nice progressive, very introspective. Then we got Come Fly With Me. Come Fly With Me. Not that one. 3-star, nice jamming, melodic. And then we got some nice dreamy psych. Oh, Martha, which is almost 5 minutes. Oh, Martha. It's great guitar. It's kind of like trance music. Ooh, Martha. Love that Martha. Then we get to the other side. Never Comes a Day is a ho-hum cover. I think that's Moody Blues or something. Yeah, Moody Blues cover. And We Loved It is okay pop. It's just 2-star pop. But then we've got I've Been Waiting for You. 4-star. Nice psych. It's a Neil Young cover, but they psych it up nicely. And then we got Tommy the Cat. Tommy the Cat. It's the junk. And then we got a drag out cover on New York mining disaster. It's a Bee Gees song. They drug it out and doing like a vanilla fudge treatment of it. Didn't quite work. Wild Butter. Certainly an acquired taste here. um, well, I give it 3 stars, but there's about maybe 4 good songs on it. What would you call it? What is it? It's a dollar record. Yeah, you got me. You got me. It's a dollar record. But for a dollar, you have a lot of fun with it. This next one is pretty good. I like it. Wilkinson's Tricycle. 1969 from Boston. Wilkinson Tricycle. This is a mixture. This is a Boston band, a mixture of blues and psych. And it's got the lyric sheet. Okay, what do we say here? Portia Poe. Portia Poe is I call it 3-star. It's got good guitar on it. And then we got Antique Locomotives. I think that's one of the best cuts on here. 4-star, great psych. Antique Locomotives. Kind of reminds me of Auto Salvage. What kind of person drove a 57 Ford? And then we got 9-559. 9-559. Hard 4-star psych. Thanks, guys. We're counting. We got 3 good cuts so far. And then we got I Like Your Company, which is 3-star, nice psych. And then finally, Yellow Wall. The Yellow Wall, very trippy stuff. 4 stars. So there's some good stuff on here. Wilkinson Tricycle. One of these guys ended up joining H.Y. Sledge. And I have a note here. H.Y. Sledge was from Tampa, Florida. If I didn't mention that when I was talking about H.Y. Sledge. So it's a decent psych. Pretty good stuff on it. 3 stars. You're not going to have an album that's got every cut's great. If you do, that's a 5-star. How many 5 stars have I talked about? Maybe maybe 10, 15, maybe. Who's counting? Okay, this next one is, I call it an exploito. Willie and the Red Rubber Band. Look at these guys. You think they're musicians? Yeah. Do you think they're a band? Probably not. I think this is another studio musician thing going on here. Willie, what are you doing here? 1969 from Shreveport, Texas. We got Willie and his rubber band. Oh boy. What do we got? 3 stars. That's surprising. Horn. It's got horns on it here. It's got pop. Some of it's psyche. Deep eyes. Like Deep Eyes of Darkness. That sounds Deep Eyes of Darkness. I mean, you don't expect to have a title like that and an album like this. It's 3 stars. Psych. Try a new day on. Also, I give it 3 stars. Watch out. That was the one. That's the good one. Watch out, fool self. Watch out, fools. That's a good words for all of us. Watch out, fool self. I call that 4 star. Good psych. Good psyche stuff. Then we got San Luis Way back in 38, which also is West Coast, kind of psyche. And we got it's a blues jam, no good there. Uh, Daddy is Johnny Case. Oh, and finally we got Chicky Chicky Boom Boom. 2 minutes. Now, would you think a song called Chicky Chicky Boom Boom, which is 2 minutes long, would be any good? I don't think so. But it is. Hey, wait a minute here. Where is it here? I give it 3 star. Fuzz guitar. What does it say here? Sam. I can't read this. Sam the something or other. Anyway, there's some good stuff on it. I mean, the cover looks horrible. You say, nah, but it's a dollar record. Nobody's gonna pay real money for this. But like I keep saying that my running refrain for them is gold in the grooves. It's not in the main collection. It's junky. But this next one. Oh ho! What have we got here? Mm-mm. Wilson McKinley from where are these guys from Spokane, Washington. Wilson McKinley. This is 1971. It's a Christian rock. Look at that cover, man. Man, these guys are out there. They're wild dudes. I give it 3 stars. It's a rare religious psych. It's good stuff here. Very West Coast. It's got some country rock. Some of the tracks are only country rock. Spirit of Elijah is the main cut. 6 minutes long, kicking that Christian psychedelia. We love these guys. And there's a lot of Christian sites I don't have. I'd love to get like Azitas. There's probably at least a dozen of them that I don't have. That would be wonderful to have. But this one, killer stuff. And it's on Spirit of Elijah Records. Yeah. The Voice of Elijah. This gives you the address here. Dear sirs, please send me 100 records. Post haste. Oh, get in that time machine. Ooh. It's just awesome. Wilson McKinley. Yeah. That's the stuff. Okay, Deborah, you waited very patiently now. One way or another, you're going to hear me. Here you go. And there she is. There's Deborah. She was younger then, much younger. From 1968, New York City, we feature Wind in the Willows, which again is another reference to the famous book, Wind in the Willows, which that's at least 3 references here. So who are the 2 great literary references for most psychedelia? Obviously, The Lord of the Rings and Wind in the Willows. I'm sure there's others as well, but those come to mind. 1968, Pop Psych. There's also folk rock on here. Deborah Harry sings background vocals, and she plays tambura on There Is But One Truth, Daddy. There is but one truth, Daddy. Oh, boy. This is really nice. Folk rock psyche. All the lyrics. It's a unipack. And if you're looking for, Deborah Harry belting out here, that's not going to happen here. I only gave this one 2.5 stars from Flipside Records. It's psych, definitely. It's hippie folk. It's got flute. There's some guitar in here. Not a lot of guitar in this one. It's kind of lightweight. But I mean, with Deborah Harry on it, with a cover like that, with the name, it's got everything else going up for it here. Some of the good stuff on here. Moments Spent is the first song. I give it 3 stars. It's psych pop. Now, the most of the vocals on here are male. Then we've got let's see, after that one, we've got So Sad is nice pop. I give it 3 stars. This is not psych. There Is But One Truth Daddy. That's the one with Deborah Harry's playing the tambura on there. I give it 4 stars. Weird narration with psych undertones. So that it's like they're giving a narration there, very trippy stuff, and then the psych is playing in the background. Ooh. How long is that cut? It's 8 minutes and 17 seconds. Yeah. I give it 4 stars. So even though it's narration, you think a lot of times I like most of my narration under 2 minutes. Something psyche trippy, and then move on with some fuzz. I don't want to hear you talk, but this is good. This is a good one. Next we have Park Avenue Blues. Park Avenue Blues. I don't see that here. Oh, there it is. A 3 star. It's trippy. And then we got She's Fantastic and She's Yours. She's not yours. But anyway, She's Fantastic. 4 stars. Nice psych. It's poppy psych, but it's got a great fuzz guitar in it. She's Fantastic and She's Yours. And finally, Wheel of Change is moody psych with great fuzz and stately and wild. 4 star moody psych. Okay. I should mention this. There Is But One Truth Daddy, that 8-minute cut they talked about. The narration is they're reading from Kenneth Graham's Wind in the Willows. So there you go, man. It's a reading from the book. So this artist that did this cover kind of reminds me of another psychedelic album. What was that one? It's the same kind of stuff. Kind of a pastel look. Good psych on the pop side, kind of folky. But if you are a pure psychedelia enthusiast and you don't want all that hard guitar, you don't want that progressive stuff, this is about as simple as you're going to get. This is that psychedelic era. There's nothing to overwhelm the psychedelia on this one. So thank you, Deborah. Of course, she went on to do great things. Okay. We only got maybe 6 more, and then we'll be done with the W's. Okay. This next one is there's another band with this name, a lot more famous, had Paul McCartney in it. It's Wings. This is not Paul's Wings. This is 1968 folk rock. They're related to Spanky and our gang. One of these people went on to join the group Tarantula, and one of these guys went on to join the group Mountain. So, is it psych? Well, it's more country rock than psych, but it's got that psych attitude here. It's pretty solid stuff. The first song is called See Somebody Hanging. See somebody hanging. I don't see anybody hanging. 3 stars, okay rock. But then we get into General Bring Down. Oh, what kind of music do you think that is? General Bring Down. 5 star. I call it plastic psych with good guitar. And then we've got some pop psych on First Time Is the Last. And then we've got, not that good, 2.5 stars. And then we've got What Do I Know? What do I know? 4-star, nice psych. That's what you know. Some things you got a 4-star psych for us. That's good. Thank you. And then we've got Pretty Little Girl. Pretty Little Girl gets 5 stars. It's a moody psych. Ooh, Pretty Little Girl, moody psych. Yeah, we like that stuff. And then Taken is kind of like the mamas and papas. You kind of expect these guys are like the mamas and papas or Spanky in our gang. And then we got a moody pop psych, a different kind of woman, moody psych, 3 stars with harpsichord on it. Yeah, stately harpsichord. And then we got jazzy pop, 2.5 star on changes. Meh. And then we got Give Me Your Love. Give Me Your Love is great psych with lots of fuzz guitar. Give Me Your Love. So it's kind of like the Jefferson Airplane, all that stuff. It's all kind of in a mixed bastard there, all thrown together. 1968. It's a sleeper. It's in the main collection. It's 3 stars. There's enough stuff here to make you happy. Country Psych. Wings. Okay, this next band, strange stuff. I don't know where these guys are from. Some of you will tell me. It's Womb, and they had 2 albums. This is their first one, and it's from I think it's 69. I know the second one, Overdub, is from 69. This one might be from 68. This is a male and female group. You get a better picture of what they're all about in their second album, Overdub. But these are very psyche. These are definitely worth having. Even on the Dot label, they reproduce the graphics on the label, even though it is a Dot record. Okay, what do we got about Womb? We got Hang On, which is whimsical pop psych. Give it 3 stars. And then we got, what is this one? Happy. I don't even see that. Oh, yeah. Happy Egotist. There it is. It's almost 18 minutes, 17 and a half minutes. Happy Egotist. I call it, there's a weird dead girl rap going on this thing. We'll talk about that a little bit more. And a great psyche jam. What did they say about that? Happy Egotist. Happy Egotist. It's just noted as a good one of their highlights. It's good psych jam going on there. Almost 18 minutes. Happy Egotist. I give it 4 stars. Next, on the other side, we got Conception, which is, I give it 0 stars. It's a dog. It's folk. It turns to a wild psyche jam in the last minute, though. So if you can sit through all that folk, it's sort of like I Could See for Miles. It's like bang, it hits you. Yeah, same kind of thing here. Starts out with folk and then ends up with a crazy jam. But the next one is called Mary. Mary what? Mary quite contrary. Mary Miles Ryan, where are you? Mary Miles Ryan, where are you? Sounds like the nun said that. Mary Miles Ryan, where are you? That one's pretty good. 4-star. It's progressive. It's got bluesy, great guitar on it. And then we've got Morning, which is it's the same. It's kind of progressive, kind of jazzy. 3 stars. And we finally end up with My Baby. My Baby, which I call it 4-star psyche hard rock. My baby thinks about the good things. My baby, she thinks about the good things, like 4-star hard psych. Yeah, thank you, Womb. Female male band. Pretty darn obscure. I like this cover because it's got a little pocket there, a little place where you can stick your thumb to get the album on. Very convenient. Not much in the graphics department there. Here's their second album. This one is called Overdub. It's from 1969. And what did I say about this one? I didn't say anything, but I remember it's supposed to get. It's going to be a mix. There's some of it's folky, Some of it's a little psyche. I don't remember much about this one, honestly. Sorry, guys. But I kept it. It's not in the main collection, though. It's not as good as the first one. The cover's better. Um, Long tracks. It's got a 10-minute cut called Evil People. That's got to be pretty good. I'll have to take this one out for a spin sometime. Overdub by Womb, their second album. I couldn't find out much about this online. Okay, this next stuff, you know all about these things. Um, the Woodstock soundtracks, of course. And there was a volume 2 on Woodstock soundtracks. I put them under the W. August of 69. And of course, there's Hendrix here you can't get anywhere else. And Country Joe and the Fish, Jefferson Airplane, all those great bands. I'm sure you got them. Are they psych? I think the Jefferson Airplane stuff still has that psych stuff going on there. And Jimmy, I mean, okay. One more here for the W's, and we'll complete the W's here. We should. We're 31 minutes. And this one's a good one. Good country, bluesy, psychedelic from 1968. Woody's Truck Stop from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Woody's Truck Stop. Kind of West Coast graphics there. I give it 3 stars. It's nice country rock with psychedelics. It's like Buffalo Springfield, only they jam a lot more. Good songs on here. People been talking. I give it 4 star. Nice jazzy with good guitar. Got My Pride is a nice jam with good guitar. Second best cut on the album. Got My Pride. Good jamming psyche stuff. Then we got Everything is something right here. Everything is fine. Everything is fine with this album. There, my dog is going nuts here. Take it easy, man. It's okay. Everything is fine, which I call 3-star mellow psych rock. It's pop though. And then we got the best song on the album, according to me at least. It's called Color Scheme. Where is it? There, Color Scheme. 6.5 minutes. Color Scheme. It's a psych jam, freak out, fuzz guitar, 5 stars. Color Scheme. That alone, I'd keep it just for that. But he also got a nice blues jam on Checking on My Baby. 3-star blues jam. Then we got Just to Be With You, which is 8 minutes long. It's a harmonica-driven jam. 3 stars. Doesn't sound like psych, though. Kind of a country thing. Just to Be With You. 8-minute jam, though. I'd Be a Fool. It's just like Buffalo Springfield Country Rock. 4 stars. I'd be a fool not to get this. And then finally, Marble Reflections. 3 stars. It's like Buffalo Springfield Expecting to Fly. Only it's not so good. A lot of strings. But this is kind of a Buffalo Spring wannabe. But they're still there, man. They got it. Woody's Truck Stop. Good 3-star psychedelia. Woody's Truck Stop, 1968. Oh, some of the guitar, one of the reviewers noted, sounds like John Cipollino of Quicksilver. That great Cipollino guitar. Woody's Truck Stop. Well, that's it for the W's. My last video will be the last one for a while. But that will be X, Y, and Z all in one. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you then. Bye.